All right. So, hi, good evening, Bowling. Good evening to Iman. Welcome to our class, LMS BAP AK3B. Again, for this afternoon, I mean evening, I'll be your teacher, Miss Cha of Alaska English. All right. Wow. I could see that Bowling's hair looks very nice. Okay. All right. Bowling, how are you today?
I'm fine, thanks.
All right. And all right, Doylap to Iman. To Iman, you need to pat your head, pat your hair. Okay, all right. Now you're looking beautiful now too. How about you, to Iman? How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
All right. How about you, Tweeman? Can you share with Miss Cha what's the weather like right now in your city? How's the weather?
Hot,
Hot and is it sunny, windy, cloudy, rainy?
sunny,
Hot and sunny. Ah, same in my country. How about in Japan right now? Let's ask Miss Bowling. Bowling, how about in Japan?
rainy,
Rainy. Oh, how about the temperature? Is it hot, cold, warm, cool?
cool.
Cool. It's cool and rainy. Oh, I see. That's interesting. All right. So, anyway, from the topics that we tackled for the past few days, all right, we were able to tackle a lot of things, all right. So, how about we do this thing or this one right here? Let's have a speaking activity. Let's start with Tuiman. Tuiman, talk about your parents and their job. Okay, would it be okay?
Hi everyone, my name is Tuệ. I'm 9 years old. I'm a student. In the future, I would like to be a cook. There are 4 people in my family. They are my parents, my younger brother, and me. My father is Mr. Ming. He is 40 years old. He is builder and he works at
At the
company. My mother is
Mrs.
Mrs. Lam. She's 36 years old. She is teacher and she works at the school.
She's a teacher. She's a teacher, and she works at
She works
at
at the
school.
school.
At
At
school.
school.
At school. All right. Lastly,
Lastly, I will talk about my younger brother. He
sorry.
his name is Ting. He's 7 years old. He is student is a student and
Student like me.
is a student like me. Thank you for listening about my
Listening. Thank you for listening about my beautiful family.
thank you. Thank you for listening about my beautiful family. Goodbye.
All right. One more time. But this one, I want you to say it with no mistake. All right. One more time. Hi, everyone. I want you to say it like you sound very happy. Okay. All right. One more time. It seems like you speak it natural way. Like, hi, everyone. Mine. It seems like you're getting nervous. Okay. So you need to relax. Inhale, exhale. All right. You need to smile. Hi,
Hi everyone.
everyone.
My name is Tuệ. I'm 9 years old. I'm a student. In the future, I would like to be a cook. There are 4 people in my family. They are my parents, my younger brother, and me. My father is Mr. Ming. He's thir- he 40 years old. He's a builder and he works at the company. My mother is Mrs. Lan. She's 36 years old. She's a teacher and she works at school. Lastly, I will talk about my younger brother. His name is Ting. He's 7 years old. He a student like me. Thank you for listening about my beautiful family. Goodbye.
All right, impressive. See, it sounds more livelier. Okay, it's livelier, not more livelier, because more is already comparative. It sounds livelier. Okay, you need to be careful with that. See, even I'm a teacher. There are times that I get a mistake. What did I say? More livelier. All right, it's like you sound happy, but technically this is wrong. Why? Because I'm stating comparative. More, that is already comparative. And then ER, that's already comparative. So it seems like Miss Cha is saying, it sounds livelier, livelier. Okay. So it should be, it sounds livelier. No more. Because the ER, it's already comparative. Okay. See? I just say it. All right. So now let's listen to Miss Japan. All right. Presenting. Baling, how about you?
Hi everyone, my name is Linh. I'm 11 years old. I'm a student. In the future, I would like to be a singer. There are 4 people in my family. They are my parents, my younger sister, and me. My brother is Mr. Hai. He's 35 years old. He's an engineer and he works at company. My mother is
Mrs.
Mrs. Swan. She's 35 years old. She's a teacher and she works at school. Lastly, I will talk about my younger sister. Her name is Tonya. She's 5 years old. She's a student like me. Thank you for listening about my beautiful family. Goodbye.
All right. So did I heard it right? Your sister is Toyinga, correct? Did I type it correct?
No.
No, no. Oh my God. I feel so confident. I thought I heard it right. Okay. What is your sister's name?
Tonya.
Toyingu, like that? Ah, this one. I know this one. This one?
No.
Oh no. Oh no. I'm terrible in Vietnamese. Okay. All right. Can you type it for me so I can have an idea? All right. You can type it on the chat box. All right. Thank you, Baoling and Tuiman. Excellent. Now, what we're going to do here is actually we are already done on this topic, but we are going to review because I made a more detailed PowerPoint because I'm teaching a lot of AK3 and I also have a student that is really good. My goodness, she's really good in vocabulary. She's just 7 years old, but she's really good. She's in AK1 actually, Cambridge, but she can cope with the lessons that we had in AK3. That is why sometimes I keep on mixing the lessons. All right. Anyway, to new. Oh, really? That's quite short. Okay. That's interesting. Thank you. Now let's have a review regarding the household chores. Now, if I may ask, Bowling, what do you do at home when you are not in school? What do you do at home? Meaning, what are your household chores? Mm.
I
What do you do? Do you still remember our vocabulary when we talk about the household chores? Mm.
I clean up,
I clean my
clean my room.
I clean my room. Okay. How about Tweeman? Tweeman, how about you? If Bowling is cleaning her room, how about you? What do you do?
I would
I
I wash the floor.
I do you mean
Would
sweep the floor?
sweep the floor.
I sweep the floor. What else?
Play the game.
And play games. Okay, yeah, that's the best thing I like to do when I was a kid like you. All right. So now, helping out in here in chores, we were able to read we were able to talk about the following. Okay, let's read the following words together. The first one we have make my bed, right? Maybe you forgot make my bed. Next, clean my room. Oh, see? Sorry for the translation because I'm using Google. All right, don't worry. Our TA will be correcting for us. So, clean my room. All right. We also have do the laundry, walk the dog, set the table, wash the dishes. All right. First, let's review. Spin, read, and tell. Baoling, since I saw that your microphone is open, can you tell me what vocabulary is it?
Clean my room.
Clean my room. Next, Baoling. Tweetman. Tweetman. All right. This one. What's the praise?
The what's the dog?
Walk the dog. Next, Baoling.
Set the table.
Set the table. Next,
What's the dish? Uh, what's the dish?
wash the dishes. You're about to say it. What happened? Again, wash the dishes.
What's the dishes?
Baoling.
Do the laundry.
Do the laundry. And this one.
Make make bed.
Make the bed. All right. Now, true or false? Number one, Baling, wash the dishes. True or false?
True.
True. Number two, Twitman, do the laundry.
Four.
False. It should be, what is the correct
Walk the dog.
walk the dog. All right. Next one, number three, clean my room, Baling.
False.
False. It should be the correct answer.
Set the table.
Okay, continue. Twitman. All right. Number four, set up the table. Four.
Four.
False. What's the correct answer?
Make the bed.
Make the bed. Very good. Number five, let's hear it from Baoling. Walk the dog.
False.
False. It should be.
Do the laundry.
And the last one, make the bed.
Oh.
False. The correct answer is.
Vacuum the carpet.
All right. Or this one is to clean the
The room.
clean the room. Okay. Because when you say vacuum, you're using an equipment. All right. The thing that you are using. Vacuum. All right. Now, how about with this one? All right. So we are just going to skip in here. We are just going to tackle some of the refresher, meaning we are just remembering some of what we tackle for this. We're just having a quick recap. Okay, girls, what did I told you about this one? Actually, discussing about the AM and PM, or how do you say that in their original word? It's quite hard to pronounce. Just remember, girls, AM, that is the we use this, or AM, it tackles about before midday. Miss Cha, it is more complicated. What do you mean by midday? I am referring into 12 p.m. All right. So meaning 12 a.m., 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., all right, until 11 a.m. That's why it says before 12 p.m. Now, when we say after school or the p.m., we use this after midday. Okay. This one right here, after midday, meaning 12 p.m., 1 p.m., 2 p.m., so on and so forth. All right. The only thing that I want you to remember also, before school, technically this is morning, right? And then after school, that's the time you go back home. Technically, that is afternoon to evening, right? AM, we use that for before midday or morning. PM is for after midday or afternoon, evening, night. We use PM. Okay. What did also we tackle in here? All right. We're going to skip this part. Okay. No, because we have the before and after school. Okay. So how about with this one? Talk about your household chores before and after school. Let's talk about, now that you share a while ago about yourself, how about if you're going to talk about your siblings? Let's talk about Ting and what's the name of the sister? Tonu? Tonu. Is that how you say it? Can you tell me, to Iman, what are things or your younger brother's household chores before and after school? You can give one example. One example for before school and one example after school. What does he do?
He is
He, what does he do? You can choose in here the pictures that we have. For example, he walks the dog. No, actually, with this one, all right, I'll give you a hint. Girls, whenever the lesson in English is about speaking, technically you don't have to say something that is true. Teacher, are you saying we should tell a lie? All right. So in here, it's not necessarily like that, but it's a white lie. It's like the purpose of English is speaking. The purpose of you here is to check your ability to speak. All right, but not, so teacher, is okay to tell a lie? Yes. As long as you are expressing yourself, as you are correct me, okay? This one. It only applies in speaking activities in English, all right? Maybe you're wondering, teacher, my brother is not doing anything. Okay. The purpose of this is speaking activity. So you can have white lie. Mm. You can create your sentence for this.
he sweep the floor.
Okay, with this one, we are using the third person singular, he or she. All right, that is why we need to put an S. Remember, he sweeps the floor. He sweeps the floor before school. Okay, how about after school? After school, what does he do?
He
Mm,
walks the dog.
He, add
Walks
S, walks the dog. Roy. All right. Good. Okay. So, Miss Cha, why you put it on the beginning? All right. So here, take note with this one. In English, we call this things a time expression. A time expression in English, or or signal words in some other context in English. Teacher, what is that? Okay, so time expression or signal words, these are the phrases that we add to indicate when the action happened, happening, or will happen. Okay. What? What do you mean by that? All right. It goes like this. For example, the time expression that I have is every day. So meaning that is habitual, right? Meaning it's happening all the time. So meaning it is at the present tense. For example, I have the time expression yesterday. So uh, homkwa, right? So meaning the tense that we're discussing, the action is already done, all right? So it's in the past. But if I'm going to say tomorrow, meaning the action is not yet happening, all right? That is in the future tense. Is it my student tell it already. Um Yesterday homkwa, tomorrow is Tuiman, how do you say tomorrow again? Is it hai mai? How do you say it? Tomorrow? Tieng Viet?
Ngày mai.
Ngay. Oh my goodness. Yeah, ngay mai. All right. So future meaning it will happen, right? So if you're going to see, all right, if you're going to see this words right here, you can put this in the beginning. All right. Remember, you can put them in the beginning or the start of the sentence, beginning or the end of the sentence. All right. So you can put them at the beginning. All right. Like this one, after school, on the beginning or in the end, before school of the sentence. All right. Because this one, with this one right here, the sentence doesn't sacrifice, meaning the meaning doesn't sacrifice. It doesn't change the meaning of the sentence, even though you put it at the end or at the beginning of the sentence. Okay? So that's why I say it this way. He sweeps the floor before school. After school, he walks the dog. Or you could say before school, he sweeps the floor. Or you could say he walks the dog after school. There's no problem with that. The meaning stays the same. Okay? Now, let's go back to Baoling. Baoling, how about you? Can you tell me about your sister?
She, she, she,
Mm, she?
she,
It's like, oh my God, teacher, the problem is my sister is doing nothing. All right. It's okay. You just kidding. I want you just to create your own sentence. She,
she set the table,
oh, she. What are you going to do with your verb? You're using she. So it becomes she
sets the table
sets the table before school.
before school.
All right. The table
After
before.
school,
Okay. After school. Very good.
af- after school, she cleans
She
toys,
cleans. She cleans.
cleans toys,
Cleans up. Cleans up.
cleans up the toys.
All right. Okay, very good. So you were able to use, all right, you were able to share some of your siblings' household activities. Also, in lesson two, we were able to learn another set, which are the following: sweep the floor. Of course, take note if the person is using this one, what do you call that? Tieng ang. If a person is using a broom and a dustpan, the activity is sweep the floor. Okay? If she is using a map and a bucket, that is mop the floor. All right? But this one, a broom and a dustpan, sweep the floor. Okay? Broom is choy. All right? And then this one, the dust one. I don't know. Actually, this is Filipino English. I'm not confident if it's really dustpan in American English too. But you know, in Filipino English, we accept this as dustpan, the pan that we use to dust. You know, to pick up the dust or the trash. All right. So take out the garbage. All right, garbage or what is the other term? Trash. Okay, take out the trash, take out the garbage, American English. But when you say take out the bin, that is British English. All of them, all right, are the same. Take out the garbage, take out the trash, take out the bin. Okay, now we have clean the bathroom. All right, clean the bathroom. Wash the car. Okay, we have vacuum the carpet. Of course, vacuum the carpet. We call that vacuum the carpet because technically we are using an equipment. This one right here is called a vacuum itself. So meaning vacuum can act as a noun, meaning you are describing that, the gray and red vacuum, excuse me, or you could say vacuum as an activity, meaning it can act as a verb. Okay? It can act as a noun or a verb. All right. So in here, in this phrase, vacuum the carpet, the word vacuum act as a verb. Okay. Next, what we have next is this one: water the plants. All right. Of course, we have the watering can and this one. All right. We have the watering can and the hose. Right. Water the plants. Next. Oh, let's do this one. All you have to do is to tell me what number matches the word. Do the laundry. Baoling, what number is it? Do the laundry. Picture number.
Picture number 1.
Do the laundry. Do the laundry.
12.
Number 12. Roy, how about the next one? We have here go shopping. You're going to answer simultaneously. Now, Tweeman and then later Bowling. All right, it goes like this. No need for me to remind you. Okay, automatically you know that if Bowling is done, Tweeman, it's your turn. If Tweeman is done, Bowling, it's your turn. Okay. Now, Tweeman.
Number 4.
All right. Next one.
Number 11.
All right. What is it? Can you read it for me? What's the praise?
Make the bed.
Okay. Mm. This one is a bonus. Maybe you're wondering, teacher, it's not right there. Okay. It's not on the book, teacher. It's different. Okay. This one. We have do the dusting. So the woman right here, she is holding a feather duster. All right. The feather duster, the thing that she's holding. All right. You could say do the dusting or dust the furniture. You use the feather duster if you are dusting the cabinet, you are dusting the table, you are dusting the bookshelf, right? We use the feather duster. Next whip. This one, Tweeman.
Number 6.
Numbers. Oh yeah, correct. Next.
Number 8.
Do the dishes. Next, cook.
Number
Oh, no, no, no. This one. This one. Balding, this one is number 9. Do the dishes, right? The plates. And then cook is picture number. What number is it?
Number 8.
Yeah. All right. Next, walk the dog.
Number 3.
Okay. Next, we have here look after the children. Girls, with this one, this is a phrasal verb. Okay. Look after. It means to take good care.
Number 5.
All right. Take good care of the children. Look after the children. Okay. Next, hang the clothes.
Number 1.
Roy. Mop floors.
Number 30.
13. Not 30. 13. Okay. And
13.
Roy. Ending sound. When you say 30, it looks like this, right? 30. This one is 13. Next, we have strolling with baby.
Number 2.
Yes, strolling. All right. Because the woman right there, this thing right here, where the baby is sitting or, laying or sleeping, that thing right there, you call that a baby stroller. A baby stroller. Next, vacuum.
Number 10.
Number 10. All right. And, okay. All right. Now I've seen my mistake. Sorry. So Miss Cha told you a while ago, take out the trash, right? Or the garbage. Okay, did I say bin? Actually, it's not bin. It's rubbish right there. Trash or garbage, that is American English. AE, American English. Rubbish. Rubbish is the British English. Teacher, what do you mean by bin? Actually, I forgot. Trash can. Trash can, this is American synonymous to bin. All right. The trash can, American, bin is British English. But if you are referring to this one, teacher, what is the trash can? This one right here, sweetheart. The gray thing, that is the trash can or a bin. But when we say the trash, the garbage or the rubbish, the green thing that he is holding. Okay? All right. Now, how about this one? Is it tung? How do you say that? Is it tung rak? All right, right there. Next we have take the rubbish. I said it already. That is number 7. All right. So right there. Tung rak. All right. There you go. So now that we are reviewing a lot from tonight, let's proceed for the next one. Now, as you know, as what I explained last time, we can talk about the adverbs of frequency or we can add it whenever we are doing or we are telling something that we are telling how many times or how often we do a certain activity. The adverbs of frequency are commonly used when we are discussing the daily routine, right? Because it is happening habitually, all right? Or it tells us when do you do a certain thing, right? For example, I often go to school on Mondays and Thursdays, but usually I stay at home, like that. So we tend to add them to the verb or to the action word. So in here, all right, thank you, teacher. In here, so actually, all right, let's remove that one. All right. So these are some of the translation that I've got from Cambridge English to Vietnamese. So this is the original or this is the updated adverb of frequency. We have never, rarely, as you can see, what did I told you? It talks about how many times or how often. That is why there is a certain percentage. It's like for example, Teacher, I'm a bit lazy at home. I seldom, let's say 15%, I seldom make the bed. All right? So this is how you describe it. If you cannot say it in words, you can describe it through percentage. But of course, you're going to use it in words. All right? The white highlighted words. Now, as you can see, um even though this is updated already, but by means of translating it into your mother tongue, as you can see in here, rarely is just 5% and seldom is 15%. But by definition, the Vietnamese dictionary tells that rarely and seldom is the same, as well as often and usually. It tells that they have the same meaning, all right, but in more detailed or in a more deeper understanding about this two, they are quite different. 70%, that is often, usually 90%, right? Okay, so I just added that one. Moving into here, all right, you know that we were able to tackle this. These are the commonly used adverbs of frequency in English. Always, usually, sometimes, never. So they are the common one. So what did I always tell you? All right. The only thing that you need to remember when we talk about the adverbs of frequency, they are placed before the verb. Okay? Meaning they comes first and then the verb. Always swept, usually clean. All right. We don't say, I swept always the floor. All right. That is wrong. The adverbs of frequency, they are placed before the verb. And what are the other things to remember? Whenever we are referring into the first person singular, I, no S. All right. Special pronoun. I always sweep. I usually clean. I never wash. All right. No S or ES. But if you are referring into the third person singular, he or she or the common one, it, we tend to add S or ES to the end of the verb. She always sweeps the floor. He sometimes washes the car, right? So in here, the base form, all right? Base form of the verb meaning no S, no ES. He, she, or it, you need to add S or ES with your verb, okay? Now, what I have right here for your speaking practice, let's listen to the song first. Okay, just a warm up because you're going to have speaking. See? Let's have a warm up first. Let's listen together.
Page 51. D. Sing. Always, usually, sometimes, never.
Always, usually, sometimes, never.
Listen.
What are his chores?
His, right?
He always vacuums the carpet.
The carpet.
What are his chores?
He usually sweeps the floor.
The floor.
What are his chores?
He sometimes waters the plants.
The plants.
But he never, 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 never takes out the garbage.
Takes out the garbage.
Ew.
Now we're going to replace by her and she.
Always, usually, sometimes, never.
What are her chores? She always vacuums the carpet.
The carpet.
What are her chores? She usually sweeps the floor.
The floor.
What are her chores? She sometimes waters the plants, but she never, 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 never takes out the garbage.
Takes out the garbage.
Phew!
Now we're going to use your and I.
Always. Usually. Sometimes. Never.
What are your chores?
Listen.
I always vacuum the carpet.
I always vacuum the carpet. The S is gone, right?
What are your chores? I usually sweep the floor. What are your chores? I sometimes water the plants, but I never, 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 never take out the garbage. P.U.
I never take out the garbage. So again, so see, that's how different it is. The only thing that you need to remember when we are discussing about the household chores is the proper use of I and of course he or she. Okay? So that's the only thing you need to remember. And again, our adverbs of frequency are always placed before the verb. Always. What is verb, teacher? Action word. Okay, the action word. Anything that requires movement, that is considered a verb. Usually sweeps, right? Sometimes waters, and then never takes out. All right, so see, they are always placed before the verb. Now, jumping into the activity that we had right here, speaking activity, you're going to tell something about the family. All right, for numbers, all right, not number. So here, the upper part, Tweeman, you're going to introduce them. Bowling, you're going to introduce the bottom, at the bottom, the tree. All right. So it goes like this. You need to introduce, for example, who is she? She is my grandmother. Her name is. She is years old. And then you need to tell me the frequency and what is the activity. All right. Will you able to catch up to Iman? You get it? Roy, let's begin. Please introduce.
She is Hoa.
She is, what is your relationship with her? Family. She is my like that one.
She is my grandmother. She
Her name
is Hoa.
mm,
She is 65 years old. She always vacuums
right?
vacuum the cup
She and
and she sometimes clean the room.
cleans. Yoyoshi. Cleans the room. Next one. He is my
He is my brother. His name is How. He is 11 years old. He always
always. What's that? Always
set sets the
Sits.
table.
Next.
She is mother.
Oh, how about
She
this one? You forgot one. This one.
he sometimes
Sometimes
walks the dog.
walks the dog. Very good. How about the last one for you?
She is my mother. Her name is Phượng. She is 37 years old. She always
Does
does the laundry.
mm,
She usually sweeps the floor.
usually sweeps the floor. All right, excellent. Now let's hear it from Baoling. Baoling, how about you? Introduce the remaining three at the bottom.
She, she,
Yes, Baoling. Who is she? She is my. Oh no, I think her connection is not so good. Okay. Tuiman, while we are waiting for Baoling, can you do it for me while she is not yet entering? She is my.
She is my sister.
Mm,
She her
her.
name is Tuyệt.
All right.
She is 13
13
old. She always make makes bed.
makes
Makes
the bed
make
and
she and she sometimes sometimes take takes out the garbage.
all right. Oh, Baoling is back. Baoling, how about you? Let's give it a try again. Thank you. Let's hear it from Baoling again. Let's see.
she's, she's name,
Her
is,
name. All right. She is
her
my
name,
sister. Her name is.
her, her, he,
What's her name? Her name is.
her name is Tuyết.
All right.
She, she, 30, 13,
13 years old.
13 years old.
Mm.
She,
Tuyet is snow, right? Am I right? I think Tuyet is snow if I remember. Snow, right? Tuyet. The
yes,
mean yeah, I remember because I have my co-teacher before. I work with her. Her name is Tuyet and we call her Miss Snow. Yeah, I remember. Okay. How about her? What is her daily household chore?
she's always make,
Make or
makes,
makes? Makes, right? Makes
make
the
the bed.
and then
She sometimes takes out the garbage.
takes out the garbage. Okay, good. Continue.
His name is
He's my.
Quang.
You tell me the relationship first. He's my.
He's my father.
Mm,
His
his
name is Quang. He's 14 years,
40 years old, and then
14 years old. He he never he never clean
clean
bathroom.
Add S.
his bathroom,
He never cleans the bathroom. Mm. And the last one, the other one.
he sometimes and
Always
always wash the
wa
washes
washes the.
the car.
Next.
He's my grandfather.
Mm.
His name is Juan. He's 67.
60, not
He,
16, not 16.7. He is 60. 67.
67.
Roy.
He usually waters the plant.
And then
He never washes the dishes.
Alright, so good. Correct. That's it. So just remember that one whenever you are using he or she, we need to add s or es to the verb. Okay? Oh, she always vacuums. He sometimes walks the dog. All right? Okay. So sadly, we don't have, actually, we still have 4 minutes. All right. So for your homework, because it's going to be a very long discussion, what you're going to review, what you're going to do for tomorrow for your review, all right, as your speaking activity, you're going to talk about your family's household chores again, but this time you need to apply, all right, the adverbs of frequency. Okay, you need to tell something, to use anything, always, usually, sometimes, never. All right, and then tell me about it. All right, you're going to introduce them. And then what do they like to do? All right. So, of course, while we are waiting, or while we still have almost 5 minutes, also in this unit, we were able to learn the following: feed the cat, feed the dog, or simply you could say feed my pet, referring to the animals that we live at home. Pet. Feed my pet. Or you want to be you want to be more accurate: feed the cat, feed the dog, feed the bird, feed the rabbit. Okay, when you say feed, meaning to give food. Rake the leaves, iron clothes, clean the windows, or wash the windows. You could also use wash. Cook dinner, cook, or you could say prepare dinner. Or technically, I don't accept sometimes. You could also say meal, right? Because maybe you're wondering, cook dinner, but my mom is also cooking at breakfast. She's also cooking at snack, all right? Or with this one, that's why you could say cook meal. Cook meals, all right? Prepare meals. But if you are telling a sentence and you want to be accurate, my mom cooks breakfast, cooks dinner, cooks lunch. Next, we have cut the grass. Again, this is for the basic one. Technically, what does it do is they cut the grass, but to be more specific, yeah, that's the word, specific. You could say mow the lawn or cut the grass. Mop the floor, again, mop. We are referring to the noun as the mop, and then mop as in the verb, meaning the action word. Okay? Clean up toys. Ah, yeah, before I remember, there's another one. You say vacuum the carpet, right? Vacuum in English, British English, they also say hoover. Hoover is the same with vacuum. That's a verb. Hoover the carpet. Okay, meaning vacuum the carpet. Next with this one, hang the clothes, fold the clothes, plant vegetables, dry the dishes. Teacher, what do you mean by dry the dishes? This one, you are using a piece of cloth to dry it. Okay. We have clear the table. I put emphasize after eating. All right. So before eating, you prepare or you set the table. You put the plate, you put the spoon, you put the fork, you put the glass, you put the cup, so on and so forth. That is to set the table. You're setting it up. But after that you're done eating, of course, the table might look very messy. All right. It might be very dirty to be exact. All right. Our plates are dirty. So to the word that we use to clean it up, it's called clear the table. We clear the table. We clean it up after eating. Clear the table. Clear, meaning we are removing them. Clear it. All right. Wash the dog, wash the cat, all right. Wash my pet. Dust the furniture, or what I've said a while ago, right there. Dusting, okay, or dust the furniture. We have here do grocery shopping. All right. So do grocery shopping, or you could say go shopping. It's up to you. But remember, if you are going to use shopping, we use go. But if you're going to apply the word grocery, we need to use do. Do grocery shopping. I just added up because you're going to talk about your homework, okay? We are going to talk about your family's household chores for tomorrow in relation into the following. After we are finished reviewing the following family members and household chores, we are going to continue the topic that we are discussing about places. All right. Do you still remember the topic that we are discussing about the places? Amusement park. All right. So, swimming pool, hotel. We are going to continue that for tomorrow. Roy? All right. Okay. So sadly, it's time for me to say goodbye. Thank you for joining our class for this evening. I hope you learn a lot because I talk a lot. Okay. So tambiet and have a good night. Sweet dream, girl. See you tomorrow.
Goodbye,
Goodbye,
teacher.
teacher. See you tomorrow.
Have a good night.